Welcome everybody. Time for another gentle stretch and breathe yoga. You found Yoga with Lisa, SXM. Gentlest yoga on the internet, at least most of the time. Sometimes we get a little challenging, but most of the time it's very, very easygoing. And you're always welcome to modify anything that I suggest. Listen to your own inner yoga teacher and calm everything down to the level that's perfect for you. Remember to listen to your body with love and respect what it has to say to you. Don't press past your limits. Just work with your body with gratitude. This is your body. Be grateful for it. Encourage it to do its best, but don't judge it. Don't criticize it. And good morning to Audrey and Craig for joining us. Hi guys, how are you? So it's time to get started. Let's start today as we usually do in cross-legged position with the back straight. And just take a moment to quiet the mind. Let the hands turn up, receptive to the energy around you. Close the eyes, breathe deep. This is your time to take care of yourself. So if you've got that mental to-do list running through your mind, try and quiet it. Let it just drift away. Any anxiety, worry, stress, fear, anger, resentment, let all of that drift away. You can always pick it up again later after you're finished with your yoga if you decide you still want it, but I'll bet you decide maybe to put it off for at least a little while. All right, let's take a moment to just bow the head and begin to rock on your hips and let the head roll around in front of your chest. Coming to the center, just let the head hang and let's round the back and slump the shoulders and let the back sort of make your spine turn into the shape of a letter C. For a moment, just let your body be heavy and soft and let gravity pull you down without any resistance. And when you're ready, rise back up. It's kind of interesting to notice how we resist letting ourselves go. And it's sometimes interesting to question why. Why am I holding when my intention is to release and relax? Often there's a lot of emotion around that sense of I need to hold, I need to be erect, I need to be ready, I need to be prepared. So let's go ahead and explore that and see what that's attached to in your own time, in your own way. Relaxing and breathing deep is where the healing takes place. So it's very, very beneficial to you to explore that and see why am I holding, and know that those are the times and the places where it's hard to clear the toxins, like just the waste products of respiration, of metabolism, to clear them out of the body. So if you can just release and relax and exhale fully, that's your chance to clear all that stuff out and replace it with good fresh energy and fresh oxygen, fresh fuel. So having said all that, let's take a moment to come back onto our elbows. And we're just going to allow the body to slump down. Let yourself be heavy on your elbows and drop both knees to the left and then the right. Flip them and flop them back and forth like windshield wipers, allowing the hips to roll, allowing the hips to open. Yes, already releasing tension in the lower back and in the upper back with your shoulders slumping down onto your elbows. And then bring the knees up and just take a moment to really be heavy on the floor. Maybe gaze at your hips. And then we'll bring one knee towards the nose and straighten that leg up if you can. If you can't quite get it straight, that's okay. Whatever you can do is perfect. Breathe. Bring it down. Stretch the other leg up. Bring the knee to the nose and then stretch it up. And bring it down. All right, let's pretend the knees are stuck together with Velcro. Bring the feet off the floor. And we're going to circle the knees around. You can get your legs a little bit straight during part of the circle. And then part of the circle, bring your knees close to your nose. And then try to go around the other way, around your circle. Keep breathing. Let it be an easy move. It shouldn't be stressful. Stretch both legs up and bring them down. Up, down, up, down. Kick, kick. And let it be kind of loose and free. If it's hard on your knees, don't do it. You can slow it down to whatever is good for you. If you want, maybe just go ahead and be free and kick those legs up. All right, both legs out and closed. Open and closed. Open and closed. Open and closed. Crisscross the ankles back and forth like scissors. And bring yourself back up to seated. Bring your hands to prayer pose at your heart. And here's something a little different. See if you can turn the palms around and bring the palms together in front of your heart. So you crisscross at the forearms and then bring the hands together. And take a minute to really get your fingertips to match up. Something fun. Once you get everything lined up the way you want, we're going to take those hands and bring them overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, bring it back down to your heart. Lift them up. Bring them down. Something a little different, something a little fun. Lift it up, breathe in. Exhale, bring them down. And after you've done this a few times, you'll start to feel it in your shoulders. Hi Ellis, nice to have you with us again. All right, bring it down back to your regular prayer hands and make a 90-degree angle. Bring that elbow up high and then switch it. Switch and switch, switch and switch. Breathe, switch. One elbow high, one elbow down, up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, interlock your fingers and squeeze and release a few times. Let your hands move in a circle, close to your heart and away. Keep breathing, keep squeezing and releasing. Change direction, go the other way. And then push through your hands and drop your head. Slowly lift the hands up overhead. Take a big breath in. Bring the hands to the back of the head or the back of the neck and let the elbows go way back. And let's just circle the eyes around and around. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Change direction. Circle the others the other way. Beautiful. Lift those hands up overhead. Take a big breath in. And softly bring them right back to your prayer pose. Close your eyes. Let's just notice how we feel. Starting to get flexible, starting to get the blood flowing, feeling a little better already, I'm sure. All right, time to go ahead and scoot down onto our back sides. We'll have the knees up, heels close to hips. And arms can go wherever feels comfortable. Maybe up in surrender, maybe out to the side, or perhaps down, out from your hips. And we're just going to take the feet a little bit wider than the hips and let the knees lean in against each other and just relax. Let yourself be heavy and soft on the floor. And notice how the floor does support you. both knees into the chest and just give yourself a little hug in. Maybe bring the face up to the knees. And then slowly back to the floor. Stretch your legs up into the air and circle those ankles. Reach your hands up, circle your wrists. Circle one way and then the other. Change whenever you feel like it. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, scrunch them in, spread them wide, scrunch them in, spread them wide. Keep going. All right, point the toes up towards the ceiling, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, and bring your head off the mat. Reach up with the top of your head, your fingertips and your toes. Reach up. And then slowly come down. And return to that resting pose with the feet wide and the knees leaning against each other. Alright, bring those feet in line with the hips now and cross your right ankle on your left knee. Reach your hands up and take your right hand through the triangle and your left hand outside. Bring your knees up and interlock your fingers behind the knee or behind the thigh, or just grab the leg, however is good for you. We're just going to pull the knee a little close to the chest, keeping the head on the floor. Just gently pull the leg in. Slowly in, slowly out. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale as you give your tummy space to expand, bringing the leg away. And then both feet to the floor, return to resting pose. When you're ready, line your feet up with your hips again and bring the left ankle to the right knee. The left hand goes into the triangle at your hips and your right hand is on the outside of your right leg. And then bring the leg up and interlock your fingers behind the knee or behind the thigh. And we gently pull the leg in towards the chest and release. Exhale and inhale. Release the leg to the floor. Let's stretch the legs out on the floor this time and reach the arms overhead. Stretch the body long. Breathe in. Expand your ribs. Feel free to yawn. This is really healing to just stretch and yawn like animals do after they take a nap. They know what they're doing. All right, let's bring both legs up again and the hands, arms. Bring them down and push it up. Bring them all the way down, push them all the way up. All the way down, all the way up, and let's go 10 more times. All the way down and up. That's 10. And that's 9. Bring it down, push it up. 8. Bring it down, push it up. 7. Bring it down, push it up. 6. Down, up. 5. All the way down, all the way up. 4. All the way down, all the way up. 3. Bring it down. Push it up. 2. And last time, up we go and bring it down. Feet to the floor, both knees point to the left. Turn your head to the right, nose to the right, knees to the left. Release everything for 5 long, slow, deep, full breaths. Ready, you're going to bring those legs up Again, bring those arms up again, this time alternate reach. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. And we go again with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, feet to the floor by your hips, and drop both knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Knees to the right, nose to the left, relax. 5 long, slow, deep, full breaths. Rest. And then we're going to push it up and bring them all the way down. Touch the floor with your hips and come back up. Come down. All the way up. Squeeze the hips. All the way down. Release. Push it up. Squeeze it in. Drop it down. Let it go. One more time. Up and all the way down. This time bring it up and just pulse up and up. Pulse up and up. Pulse up and up. 2 more times. And feel free to come on down, bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a gentle hug. Pull those knees in towards your chest or your armpits or even wider if that feels good. And let's switch both hands to your right knee and stretch that left leg out on the floor. And just let that right leg get a good gentle hug towards your chest. When you're ready, stretch that leg up and find your range of motion. Take it slow, take it gentle. Bring the leg a little close to the face and then back towards vertical, back to your comfort zone. Stretching the hip and the hamstring. Gentle and easy. Respect your limits, don't be forceful. Let's find the leg somewhere between the edge of your therapeutic zone and your comfort zone, somewhere in the middle. And then just rub the back of the leg, starting at the knee, go up towards the hip. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. All the way up towards the hip, and then all the way back down. You can go to the sides of the leg if you want, wherever you feel like is good. I think my music stopped. Just needs a little bit of a prompt. There, he's back. And let us go up to the calf muscle, all around the calf muscle, from knee to ankle. You can go back, sides, in front. Squeeze and release. Come back to that knee and grab a hold. Let's return to our hamstring stretch, bringing the leg close to the face and back to vertical, slowly coming close to your edge. And let's hold the leg at or near the edge of your range of motion. If you have a strap handy, you might find it's nice to use the strap to hold the leg at the place where you feel the stretch, but it's not painful, it's not screaming at you. Just try to relax, keep breathing, ask the leg to lengthen the back of the leg, the muscle tissues, creating space. Right. So now, after you've been patient and you've done your 30 seconds of asking the leg to lengthen, if you feel like it's ready to go a little deeper into the stretch, you can gently pull into a new edge. Hold right there, keep breathing. If you don't feel like you need to go deeper, you're probably right where you need to be. And if you feel like it's too much, you can always come out. All right, we're going to release the leg slowly now. And just bend that knee. And let's hold the leg. One hand holds the foot, one hand holds the knee. And just move the leg back and forth across the front of your hips. Left and right, open and close. And then when you're ready, bring the leg across and find the floor. Rolling up on your side hip, bend both knees a little bit and open your arms out from your shoulders like a capital letter T. Find the place where your head is balanced and your neck can relax. This is one of those very healing poses. If you let yourself completely relax, all up and down the spine, all through the hips and shoulders and neck. Keep your mind with your body. Keep your mind with your breath. Don't think about your to-do list. Don't think about anything except being here now, allowing yourself to go deep. And sometimes you can even feel as if you're floating above the floor. Light as a feather. Let's come onto our backs whenever you're ready. We'll do another long body stretch with the legs straight, point the toes, reach the arms overhead, big breath in, expand your ribs, and happily yawn or sigh. Wonderful. Bring both knees up to your chest again, hands on the knees, squeeze it in to your chest or your armpits, or even wider if that feels great. And then switch both hands to your left knee. Just hug that left leg into your chest and stretch your right leg out on the floor. And then extend the leg up towards the ceiling. If your leg doesn't want to go straight, if your knee is bent, that's perfectly fine. You can get it straight and you want to try that, that's cool too. All right, we're just going to start stretching the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Explore your flexibility with great care and great appreciation for this wonderful body that you have. Breathe. Find that middle zone and we massage all the way up to the hip. Squeeze and release. All around the knee and down into the calf. Try and go all sides of the calf, front, back, and top. Hamstring. Grab your hands behind your knee or your thigh and gently return to your stretch. pull the leg close to that edge, that therapeutic edge. You can use your strap if you want. And I'll keep track of the minute, of the seconds. Let's just relax and hold the leg still and breathe. Know the body will heal itself if you just give it half a chance. Eat some good food, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and stretch your fibers, just stretch your tissues. Encourage that circulation. Alright, if you want to go a little deeper now, if you feel the urge to go deeper, you can gently pull the leg a little closer to the face. If you don't feel the urge, you're probably already where you need to be, and if you've had enough, you can come out of it. We'll all be out of it in just a moment, but let's just try and let the muscles stretch a little more. Let the tissues find space. Release the knee, release the leg, bend the knee, and let's go to hold the leg in your hands, and one hand holds the foot, one hand holds the knee across the hips, open and close. Left and right, all right. Let's move the leg all the way over, roll up on your hip, bend both knees a little bit, and find your resting position with the spinal twist. Arms out to the side or wherever feels awesome to you. Let yourself be luxurious and heavy on the floor with no resistance to gravity. Take your time here. Yourself to float in your mind like a feather, so light. When you're ready, roll on your back and stretch the body long again. Big breath in, stretch long. And we'll come back up to seated. One leg straight forward and one leg bent with the heel wherever is suitable for you, for this knee and this hip. If you can, bring the heel all the way up into your groin, but you don't have to. We're just going to slide both hands along that long straight leg towards the ankle and do a gentle forward fold. Slide back up. This time hands to the floor outside of the leg. Walk your fingers down and another forward fold. Slide the hands back towards the hips. Lift the body up, and this time reach the arms up. Flex that ankle and bring your hands slowly to reach beyond your toes, looking down at your leg. If you want, you can rise back up, or you can put your hands on the floor for some support. If you feel strong and you want to rise back up, do that. Breathe in. Come on back down. And then rise back up, or hands to the floor for support. Change legs. Heel comes into wherever is comfortable for you, for this knee and this hip. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. First time we put our hands, both hands on top of the thigh, and just slide them down softly towards the ankle. Stay down for a few breaths. And slide them back up, bring the body up, and then bring the hands to the floor on the outside of the leg. And just walk your fingers down towards your ankle, towards your heel. And again, forward fold. Stay down for a couple of breaths. And then come back up. Reach the hands straight up from the shoulders. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands just to reach beyond your toe, looking down at your knee. And you can choose, do you want to rise up or do you want to put your hands on the floor for support? Either is fine. Take a rest. And then reach up again. Let's do it one more time. Flex that ankle. And here we go, down we go, look down at your leg, hold, reach, and then rise back up. Stretch both legs out in front, give it a jiggle, and then pull the flesh away from your sitting bones and circle those ankles. I'm going to suggest that you point your toes, but then point your feet, then bring the toes back. I don't know if you can see on the camera what I'm doing. So we point the toes, point the ankles, and then keep the ankles like that, but just bring the toes back. And then point the toes, flex, point, flex, spread as fast as you can. Bring the toes back and forward, just the toes. And then flex the whole ankle, point the whole foot, flex, and point, flex, and point, flex, and point. Bring it to a flex. Curl the toes. Let the toes lead you down to a point. Point the feet. Bring the toes back and let the toes lead you back to a flex. Toes lead to the point. Toes lead to the flex. Lovely. All right. And we gave our legs a massage. Let's bring up one of the feet up on top of the thigh. Give it dust off, and then give your feet a massage. Let's start with the thumbs circling around in the center of the foot, the soft sole of the foot, the arch. And then down towards the toes. And just manipulate all those tiny little bones. Let them know that you expect the circulation to get all the way to the tips of those toes. And then we'll switch feet. Dust off the foot, circling the thumbs in the center of the foot, the sole or the arch of the foot. Come up to the phalanges. Up towards the toes. However they want, give them a nice squeeze and release. Manipulate all those little bones. Let it feel good. Why not? These people work hard for you all the time and hardly pay any attention to it. Except when you get a pedicure, right? And then it feels so good. All right, folks, let's get up on our knees. And if this is not good for your knees, get a pillow or an extra pad or just double your yoga mat. Make sure you have a good cushion for those knees. We're going to extend one leg out to the side and reach the arms out. Take that one hand down the long stretched out leg. Maybe start at the hip and then work your way towards the knee and maybe go a little farther than the knee. And reach the other hand and arm up and over. And then come back up. We're going to cartwheel the hands all the way over. Bring the hand to the floor. One hand to the floor, and the other hand straight up to the ceiling above your shoulder. And see if you can hover that leg up into the air. Take that top hand and move it in a circle. Breathe. Change direction, go the other way. Reach for the ceiling, bring the leg down, and come back up, change legs. Arms out to the side. Tilt over so your hand touches your leg, somewhere around the thigh or knee, and then slide down as far as you can and bring the other arm over. And then slowly come up, cartwheel the arms over so one hand goes down to the floor, the other one is reaching straight up to the ceiling. Sorry. And then we're going to see if we can bring that straight leg off the floor and hover it above the floor. Take your top arm and move it in a big circle. Breathe in and out. In and out. If you need to lower your leg, you can. It's all right. Change direction, go the other way with your circle. Breathe. Lovely. Come on down. Let's get into that tabletop position. Hands right under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees underneath your hips. Arch your back up and drop your head, drop your tailbone. Cat position, exhale. And then slowly transition to cow position, lifting your face, lifting your tailbone, and letting the middle of the back sink down. Inhale. Back to cat, exhale. And to cow, inhale. Three more. All right. Let's go ahead and sit on our heels. And hopefully you've got your strap handy. Take your strap, or it can be just a piece of fabric like a scarf, and just drape it over your shoulders so it comes down towards your waist in the back. Reach that hand up and reach this hand back, and then bend both elbows and grab the strap. Once you grab the strap, try and shorten the distance between your hands as much as you can, and push your chest forward, lift your eyes up, and you may find that you want or can just gently pull the bottom hand away and down, putting a little bit of a tricep stretch in the upper arm. Also opening the armpit. Just a pull and release, gentle, gentle. And then release both hands and bring them both to rest on your knees. Switch the strap to the other side. One hand reaching up and one hand reaching down and back. Bend both elbows and grab the strap. You're going to notice, I'm sure, that not both sides have the same ability to have that flexibility. Usually one side's way more flexible than the other side. I know it's true for me. So, once you get your hands as close as you can on the strap, lift your gaze, push your chest forward, and gently pull the lower hand to stretch that upper arm in the tricep and the armpit. Gentle. And just take the strap away. Let the arms float out to the side. Bring them forward. Find your prayer at your heart, at your forehead. And we're just going to bring it down to the floor and up. Bring it down and up. 2 more times. Slow it down. Lovely, beautiful. All right, take your hands behind. If you need your strap, you can use your strap again. And straighten the arms. So you may interlock your fingers back there at your tailbone, or you may grab your strap. Either way, make sure you get your arms straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, and just bow your head. Take a moment to breathe. And slowly release. Let the arms float forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. Hands rest on your knees, palm up. Close your eyes, bow your head. This is a wonderful time to ask for whatever you hope to come into your life. Ask with a pure heart, with good intentions. Beautiful. Back up into table pose. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor. Make sure your hands are strong. Turn your toes under and let's lift the knees off the ground and into your downward dog. And we're just going to push back and forward, back, and a little bit of a drift forward so shoulders come over wrists, and then push back again. Let yourself push back. Push back. Drift forward, push back. Drift forward, push back. Let's stay back. Drop the head, release the neck. And walk your dog one heel up at a time, hips moving left and right. And back to push back. Drift forward, push back. 3 more times. Push it back. Drift forward. Push it back. Drift forward. Push it back. Hold it back. And drop the head. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Make sure your feet are well spaced so you can just allow your body to hang without feeling like you're going to wobble off your balance. This is your ragdoll pose. Release any tension in your neck and shoulders. Let your arms and head hang. So put the hands on the floor, nice place for some balance, and move your hips in a figure 8. Move your hips through the infinity symbol. Infinite hips. Why not? And then change direction, go the other way. One hand to the floor in the middle, sweep the other hand all the way up to the ceiling. Look up in the direction the hand went. And bring it back down. Change hands on the floor. Lift the other hand up. Bring it on down. Back to figure 8 hips. Up to the center. Bend those knees. Drop your rear end down at the same level as your knees. Let your chest rest on your thighs. Drop your head. Put your hands on your knees and slowly push yourself up into standing. How we doing, guys? Everybody good? Hey, Kathy's with us. Hi, Kathy. All right, nice. All right, let's just swing the arms around. Swing them around. Shift your weight on your feet left and right. Find your mountain pose, feet right under your hips, toes pointing forward, and press your toes and your balls of your feet and your heels into the ground. Lift your arch. Bring that lifting arch energy up the legs to lift the kneecaps and the front of the thighs tighten, the belly comes in, the chest rises, shoulders go back, tailbone tucks under, and the top of the head lifts. So you're really tall, but your arms are really relaxed and your shoulders are relaxed and your hands just hang. That's your mountain pose. Bring the hands to crisscross at the heart, bend the knees and sweep them up and out, lift and breathe. Crisscross again and sweep them back down. Let's do that 3 times. Breathe. Now we're going to swing them forward. Same thing. Breathe. And come back to mountain pose. The stillness holds power, confidence, and knowledge of who you are. Your personal strength lies right here in the body. Feel it. It's very calm. It's very calm to be powerful, to be yourself. Okay, let's find ourselves coming into Warrior 2. Let me straighten out my mats a little bit. So we'll take 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. The front foot, toes point to this direction, and the back foot is across your yoga mat. Your back leg is straight, front leg is bent. And when you're in Warrior 2, you should think of sinking in the pelvis, but rising in the heart, creating space in the body. And the arms float forward and back. You can look over your fingertips, and you can choose. Do you want your hands palm up or palm down? Or one up, one down, or the other way? You can choose. Everybody's different. Everybody can express themselves how they like. Warrior 2. Slowly transform to graceful warrior. You drop your back hand to your leg and lift your front hand up and just curve it back gently. Graceful warrior. And we float back to Warrior 2. So I'm going to put a little something different today. Let the hands move like you're doing a swimming stroke and come down. Touch the floor by your foot and come back up to Warrior 2. Move the arms back and come back to Graceful Warrior. Warrior 2, swimming stroke. Touch the floor, back stroke, Graceful Warrior. Warrior 2, swimming stroke. Touch the floor. Warrior 2, backstroke, Graceful Warrior. I'm going to stop talking. Figure it out for yourself. All right, float back to Warrior 2. Bring your back hand forward to join your front hand in a prayer pose. Bring it to your forehead and just gently bow down over that front knee. Watch your balance. It can be a little difficult to hold your balance if you don't pay attention here. Prayerful Warrior. And then Tai Chi your hands back to Warrior 2. Let's try that again. Back hand joins the front hand. Prayer pose at your forehead. Bowing down in Prayerful Warrior. Tai Chi back to Warrior 2. And let's bring the back leg up, come to mountain, and step back. Now we're Warrior 2 on the other side. I'm going to turn around so I can keep my eye on the camera and make sure I stay in frame. Remember to sink down in the pelvis, lift through the heart, float the arms forward. Warrior Two. Drop back to Graceful Warrior. And one round of swimming stroke, touch the floor by your foot. Come back up, back stroke, Graceful Warrior. Two. Back hand joins the front hand in front. Prayer hands at your forehead. We bow down. Prayerful Warrior. Tai Chi back to Warrior Two. And repeat. Come together. Prayer at your forehead. Prayerful Warrior bows. Tai Chi back to Warrior Two. And we take one step back to Mountain Pose. Prayer hands at your heart. So, take your hands behind your tailbone, and I'm going to ask you to put your hands, both palms facing back, interlock your fingers like that. And then push the knuckles down towards your heels and look up, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Lift your heart, shoulder blades squeeze together and shoulders actively pushing down. But the main intention is your knuckles reaching towards your heels. And if you feel like you can and you want to, hinge at the hips with a straight back. And then lift those hands just like that overhead. And then rise back up. And let's get onto the floor again. How you doing? Everybody still with me? Mostly. I'm so grateful for you guys. This is amazing to be able to have done this every Tuesday and Thursday for how many? Like 2.5 years or something. It's incredible to me. So let's do a breathing exercise together. Let's do Ujjayi breathing. That's the one that sounds like a distant ocean. Put a little constriction in your throat. And just let your hands rest on your knees and close the eyes, and you should hear something that only you can hear. No one else should be able to hear it. It's very quiet, but it's just the sound of your breathing in your throat. Ujjayi breathing is also a good way to connect with lengthening and deepening your breath. Let it be long and deep. Let it be settled in your belly rather than in your chest. And I'm going to just suggest that as you inhale, and your eyes are closed, and you've got your sort of inner movie screen inside your head, you've got a vision of patterns or colors or textures that you see. As you inhale, try to make those colors become very bright, maybe yellow or white. As you exhale, let them deepen into whatever color comes to your vision. Maybe black or purple or blue or green or orange. Any color that appears to you. Inhale brightness. Exhale, deepen the colors. And the whole time you can hear your breath in your throat. join it for a second breathing exercise. Continue your Ujjayi breathing. Continue deep, slow belly breathing with eyes closed. And take your inhalation. Let your eyes circle inside your closed lids, and it's a small, almost nothing. More intention than actual eye movement. Think about moving your eyes or your vision or your awareness of your vision around your eye sockets with your breath, breathing in and out as you go up and down and around. It's not really eye movement, it's awareness of your focus. And when you're ready, try going the other way around. Slow. Just check and see if it's possible that you can do the circles working like gears going against each other's direction instead of in synchronicity. Like if you're looking at me right now, I'll show you what I mean because I can't explain it. This is the way we did it at first. This is the way we did it second. See if you can do it this way. It's not eye muscle movement, it's attention. It's a good way to get the brain really going. So take a moment to breathe and focus on what the eyes see in your inner world. It's not a muscle movement. It's awareness, it's attention, it's focus. And it's a way of connecting breath to your attention and to your life force. Beautiful. Open the eyes and flutter the eyelids. Open, open wide. Stick the tongue out. Silent scream. And let's kiss the ceiling. Silent scream. Kiss the ceiling, back and forth 3 more times. Let your jaw gently move back and forth in your hands without any resistance. Let it be loose. Give a little massage to the back area of the jaw, underneath the ears. And then work your hands back to your neck. Give a squeeze and release to the muscles at the back of the neck and the bottom of the neck where it connects to the shoulders. And then just take a moment for yourself. Feel peaceful and balanced and hopeful. And I'll see you again on Thursday. We'll do another gentle stretch and breathe yoga together. My blessings are infinite, and I'm so grateful for each of you. Namaste, my friends. Namaste.